I'm on my way to work. Traffic is sucky. Well, what's going on today? The stock market is in the tank. Prices are down. It's good for the consumer. I can get where I need to go and buy gas. So say, hey, the big guys probably don't like that. And the Chinese stock market is in the tank. That's sucky too. But do I care about that? No! I'm a fight man! Ah, baby! Alright. Update on me first. You know, a little something about me. I got a tournament coming up in August. I'm going to be fighting at 165. Currently weigh 180. I'm losing weight gradually. I'm not doing anything crazy in terms of fast weight loss like anybody I know. I'm not going to say any names. People who just risk their life to make the weight cut. I'm not calling names, but it rhymes with Connor McGregor. That's all I'm saying. But hey, to each his own. All right, here we go. So soon I'll be to the point where next couple of weeks I'll be jogging 10 miles a week. Right now, the weight cut's going well. For the first time in years, I'm injury free, which I'm very excited about that. Last couple times I had a pulled abdominal muscle, bruised shin bone. What else? Pull the tendon in my ankle. I had all types of stuff go wrong. But this year, I'm feeling good. All right, enough about me. Now, here's why the Conor McGregor Dos Anjos fight, I think, is really bad. And I think it's the same reason why Conor McGregor has so much power over the UFC. Ronda Rousey was a big money maker, right? So she got banged up. She lost her title. Holly Holmes has the title now. But Holly Holmes, her name is still in the making. You know? They got to get her marketable. They got to push her name out there. They got to build her up as a legend killer. So there's a small amount of time they have to do that. So Conor McGregor is already established name. He's marketable. Push him through. Let him get the fights. Get the money in the door. Fine. Good move. Pay-per-view buys go up. Blah, blah, blah. The gate's great. One problem. One problem here. Conor McGregor loses the fight. What happens? If Conor McGregor loses the fight, then you're stuck. All of a sudden, the mystique about him is gone. And here's why Conor McGregor is going to lose that fight. Now, I'm saying, Conor McGregor, I'm not saying he's going to lose, but here's a possible reason why he could lose. So it's dry. Let me drink some of this nice Pepsi here. Ah, that's good. Yeah. There's a possible reason Conor McGregor could lose. In the UFC, and I've rescored many fights over the past couple of days. I rescored the Robbie Lawler fight, Robbie Lawler Condit, GSP Henderson fight, Rampage versus King Mo. I rescored that fight. And these judges are using boxing rules. That's where the problem comes in. That's where the problem comes in. In the UFC, if it goes to the card, 6 times out of 10, the champion retains the title. I know, it's crazy. It's like you have to beat the champion convincingly. The same thing happened with Alexander Gustafsson and John Jones. I rescored that fight. John Jones should have lost the belt. Alexander whooped him real good. Alexander got 3 rounds. John Jones got 1. Not 1. He got 2. I rescored the fight. He should have lost that. He should have lost that round. Clearly, he should have lost. He should have lost the title. So I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? But like I said, so in order for Conor McGregor to win, he has to, absolutely has to knock out Dos Anjos. He has to knock him out to win. However, statistically, UFC champions typically lose 4 out of 28 fights when they're defending the belts. So Connor has that going in his favor. But because of the size of the guys and the fact that Aldo got knocked out really fast, I'm figuring Dos Anjos is gonna just be consistent. He's gonna manage the distance. He's gonna use the fight triangle, and he's gonna push it to the scorecard, and he's gonna win. Because once you go to the judges, you're screwed. If this goes to the judges, Connor McGregor is not gonna win. He has to knock out Dos Anjos to get it. That's how I look at that. And that's why I don't think it's a good fight for Connor. I think he should stay down his weight class he was before. Defend the belt against Frankie Edgar. That would have been an exciting fight. Because now, and the other thing is that all the other fighters in the UFC, they're ticked off. Because guess what? Jose Aldo asked Dana White for the same deal before. He wanted to move up in weight class and have the belt in 2 divisions, and he was told by Dana White that he would have to vacate the belt. So now he feels disrespected. Frankie Edgar feels disrespected because, hey, he's fought a long time for a title shot, and now it's like, hey, he's on the back burner. And guess what? Guess what? Here's the other problem why this fight is also bad. If it goes the distance and Conor McGregor gets banged up, he's not gonna be able to fight for 6 months. That's another amount of time that the pay-per-views are down. And I know UFC, Dana White's gonna say, oh, I could just bring out John Jones and Daniel Cormier. Okay, fine. You bring out John Jones and Daniel Cormier, the fight. Jones may or may not, let me not say that. Jones will get the belt back because I've seen him. He's in great shape. Jones get the belt back. Or Jones get an undefeated, just like a major upset from Daniel Cormier. What happens next? What's next? BJ Penn? You gotta be kidding me. BJ Penn? Okay. I'm sorry. BJ, I'm sorry I'm laughing at you. I'm on the internet. You can't find me, so don't worry about it. You get over it. BJ Penn coming back. Is that what's gonna save the day and bring up the cable ratings? I don't think so. Ronda Rousey Holly Holmes rematch. Yeah, that could work. One problem. Holly Holmes is fighting on the same card as Conor McGregor. If she gets banged up, she's gonna be suspended for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? This is not a good move. You're messing up the pay-per-view by schedule. That's number one. And number two, what the UFC need to do is develop the upcoming guys, develop their talent, get their name out there, market them heavily too, so you have a division of fighters where people are well known. You know, don't just say, okay, we'll pick who we want to make a star. No, make everybody a star. So when everybody fight, it's all good. Pay-per-view buys are great. Don't just say, okay, let me leave it to that guy to market himself. Even though I have perpetual rights to his image and I get 90% of whatever he brings in of his image, and then 20% from a third, and then 80% from a third party, and he only gets 20 and 10% depending on how the deal works out. See, it's not a good move. The UFC need to market everybody heavily. And this is why I think that the UFC right now, they're making desperate moves. Okay? I think they're making desperate moves. The pay-per-view buys are going down, and they're not thinking carefully. This is the problem. They're not thinking carefully. They're just making desperate moves. You know, go for the quick money. Get the money right now. Don't think long term. The video library move, that's great and all. But to be consistent in selling pay-per-views, you have to be, you really, really have to build your fan base out. And you do that by using the Fox thing. By promoting the fighters, you make everybody a star. No, you only make Conor McGregor a star. And if he gets banged up, what's next? Huh? And don't get me wrong, I'm very excited that GSP is coming back, or says he's coming back. But really, I mean, tell the truth, I think if GSP returns, I think it's just the UFC begging him to come back because it's going down for them. And when he was around, the pay-per-views was great. So he and Anderson Silva pay-per-view was great. So I think it's the UFC trying to coax him to come back, and you know, they probably offer him some nice money. But if I think GSP come back, I don't think his heart's gonna be in it. To be honest with you, I don't think his heart's gonna be in it. That's how I feel about that, and that's the reasons why I think this fight is bad for the UFC. It's Connor McGregor's career, and I can respect that. But somebody in his training camp needs to say, "Listen, man, we don't want you getting banged up. We don't want you getting banged up, okay? Because once you have that belt, you have to defend it. If you have that belt in 2 divisions, you got to defend it multiple times. Case in point, the legend Wonder Boy, who had the belt in 2 divisions. 2 divisions, right? 2 divisions. Now, this guy was in Expendables. You know his name. No, not BJ Penn. One more time. But you know his name. I'm not gonna say it yet. He had to defend his title 628 times. That's what a double belt person has to do. And after 628 defenses, he lost the belt. I had to come back and get it back 3 or 4 or 5 times. Okay? You know who he is? Go look him up. He was in the Expendables, one of my favorite guys. He's now under Bellator and at a talk show, left UFC. He and Dana White doesn't get along. You know who he is. You can Google it and comment in the bottom section. But yeah, but that's the amount of fighting you have to do if you're a champion in 2 divisions. I do not see this going well for Conor McGregor. I'm against it. I think long term for his career, stay in the weight division and get it going. UFC should make everybody a star, not just him. And that's going to create a problem amongst the other fighters. And also in the division if he gets banged up and he has to sit out for a period of time. And that's my 2 cents, guys. Wish me luck on the tournament, and I'll let you know how my training is going. Peace out.